Chris, technical difficulties.
Mike, you're 4 weeks in and you still haven't figured out that your mic's hot right now.
Well, I'm trying to do the music here because it's MIA. That was an intentional jam out.
Another week.
Give
the people what you want, Mike. Say that again.
I was just giving the people what they want because the audio for our huge cut-in intro there was not coming through on my end. Hopefully our YouTube faithful got it.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did. Welcome into another edition of Fine. What are you drinking?
Oh, this is Founders All Day IPA, leftover from Lucy's third birthday party yesterday. So
happy
killing
birthday,
a few
Luce.
lone soldiers. Yeah, we had a great day yesterday. Parlayed it into a great Monday today. But I don't think we had as good a day as Sepp Straka, first Austrian winner. I see it queued up there. I'll just hit it. That was quite the choke show by Daniel. But
wait, hold on.
Stuff.
Are you? Well, I mean, look, man.
Chris, just let him run this show here. This is
Mike.
perfect.
Keep going.
Mike,
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like a threesome type deal. I didn't realize we were all playing second fiddle to Chris Priest.
That's a Mickey Mouse sweatshirt too.
It's warm. Yeah, it's nice.
Lucy requested I wear this for the pod tonight, so she'd be disappointed if she watched it on YouTube. She's a subscriber now on her Fire tablet. She'd be disappointed if I wasn't rocking it. So it's for you, Lucy. Dada loves you.
Man, I know that.
Way to go, Luce.
I know that Straka birdied 3 of his last 5 holes. Look, the dude played awesome. I mean, he deserved the win. But man, like Daniel, I didn't think Daniel Berger had that in him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that was going to happen but I went back and looked at it, you guys. So he's won 4 times in the PGA Tour. Each of his last 3 wins, he shot 66 twice and 65 another time to win. Those 3 times. He came from behind. So that's got me thinking about Daniel Berger and what kind of player is he? We always talk about, are you a closer? Man, Berger's got a ways to go mentally if he's going to be a top player.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but how many 54-hole leads has he slept on? And you have to wonder, coming off back injuries, if maybe he wasn't used to grinding out there for 4 days. I mean, he's never going to say that it was his back, but it's kind of in the back of my mind. So kind of throw that out there. But all in all, man, when he was 10 under heading into the weekend, you think he gets 11 under. It's like, man, that's going to be a winning score. I think everyone thought 11 under would win, and then to give those back and give them back as early yesterday as he did. Yikes. You're right. He's got a ways to go.
Well,
I said he didn't, but the more I think about it, yikes.
Here's why I say it, Tyler, because when you watched him with the 5-shot lead, the guy was a disaster. And then all of a sudden, when he got down to Lowry through 7 holes, I think he played the rest of his round 1 under par.
Yeah.
That tells you everything right there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but that's what they've been saying a lot. Everyone's more comfortable hunting than, being the hunted, except for, obviously what we grew up on watching Tiger. But I kind of had a funny feeling, Chris. Remember, like, back in the days with, like, when we were playing in the tournaments, or Mike, maybe you felt this way too, but, like, if you felt things slipping away, remember the, like, God.
Like, honestly, I wonder if Berger, because dude, I thought it. I wonder if Berger was wondering if he was going to keep a drive and play. Like, was he just going to peel one way right? I mean, ironically, I think his only water ball was on 18 the entire week. I might be wrong on that, but man, like, I was watching him and I was like, he's going to shank this shot. What's going to happen here? I mean,
no, he was 100%. It was close your eyes and pray and swing hard and hope like we can just kind of grind through this and everyone else falls apart. But yeah, I was definitely surprised. I mean, after seeing him in the Ryder Cup, I feel like he had some gusto. I definitely thought that he was gonna. I mean, I thought he was gonna hang on.
Well, look at his putting here on the right side of your screen. You're looking at his putting. Great for 2 days. Saturday he was okay. Man, he couldn't make anything on Sunday. I mean, he lost 4 shots to the field in 1 day in putting. Compare that to Friday, it was the exact opposite.
Well,
that's where I really thought it got away from him. Was with the putting. And I mean, let's also give him credit though. for his Friday, Saturday round. That course was playing tough all week long.
You guys do.
And to get it to 10 under, that's still pretty solid. And yeah, he let that rough stretch on the front get away from him yesterday, and he just never really got the momentum back. But all in all, if he didn't go into it with the Friday, Saturday and had that kind of finish coming back after injury, we'd all be patting him on the back. So it's just the nature of how it happened.
Tyler, are you trying to do this on purpose while Mike's in the middle of a monologue and to see if you can, make me angry by screwing up the screens and this Mike just keeps talking?
Oh, I love it, Mike. Thanks for carrying me through there, man. I'm like, whew, that was hilarious. I switched off and I couldn't see Chris, but I heard him go.
Dude, on that note,
like,
hey, you know
what are these guys doing?
On that note, I'm a man of my word. Hey, you guys, guess what still is here?
Oh, the goat milk round
the
3.
Goater.
Does anybody know when goat milk goes bad? Because this says April 2nd of this year.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm going to do, I got the goat milk. Still don't know whose it is at the office.
You got to put a Post-it note on that just says thank you or something like that.
So, yeah, I will. And maybe I'll buy him some more. I still don't know how much it costs. So, Ty, you know how I said I was going to pick Tommy Fleetwood? I'm glad I didn't. Pick Berger. Made me some money. So I got goat milk, balsamic vinaigrette.
Ooh, did you shake it?
Wait a minute.
Should I?
Chris, we should go to the tape though. Don't I get some credit for that? Didn't I kind of talk you out of Tommy? I feel like I did.
You kind of did, man. And
I'm a good friend.
Well, sometimes you are. We can cue some other tapes that show you aren't. And, I got salsa.
Great friend.
Ooh, that's okay.
Chris is still better over the Louis Oosthuizen.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I'm looking up the health benefits of goat milk.
Are you? All right.
Yeah.
Tommy Fleetwood, I don't know. He's always been my arch nemesis. I'm glad I didn't pick him theoretically, but for this shot I did. So cheers to that.
Cheers, Tommy.
The sad thing about Tommy is
that wasn't bad.
He wasn't in too rough a shape the front 9 or so.
No, well,
on Friday.
Yeah, he wasn't. You're right.
And then things started to turn a little. Sorry, I kicked my stand. Son of a gun.
That might have been if
Chris,
I throw up tonight, we know why.
It's good for high cholesterol.
It's disgusting now.
So,
is it?
That'll help.
I actually have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, so maybe I'll.
Oh, perfect.
Tell him you've been drinking extra goat milk and see what he suggests.
Okay. All right, guys. I don't want to get into the whole what did Phil Mickelson say? Was it right or wrong? Here's what I want to talk about. He had that super long statement, right? I want to read the second paragraph of his statement for you. Okay, and it's on the screen here. So he's apologizing. He's making some excuses, obviously, apologizing, and he says this: golf desperately needs change, and real change is always preceded by disruption. I have always known that criticism would come, goat milk, while exploring anything new. I still choose to put myself at the forefront of this to inspire
the old
change.
martyr. Wow.
So I still put myself at the forefront to inspire change, taking the hits publicly to do the work behind the scenes. Okay? Do you think Phil Mickelson even need to say anything to anybody to be making this change, or do you just simply sign up for the SGL?
I think Phil's trying to save as much face as he can right now. And it hasn't done him any good since he released this statement. KPMG, Workday, Amstel Light, and then Callaway putting it on pause. I'm not sure he has a single sponsor left. And oh, by the way, my personal speculation is this break from golf is the PGA Tour suspending him and not making that public. Circle that rumor around a la Michael Jordan stepping away to play baseball.
So
back in '96.
Is that dictatorship?
What a comparison!
Though? Like, if that's true, do you agree with if the tour did that? Do you agree with that?
Only gonna fuel his fire.
He can't do that. Like that goes against everything that's in the PGA agreement that those players have as PGA members.
So Bryson was faking his injury too. That's what he was doing.
Well, Bryson did just withdraw again, so possibly.
Yeah, he might be paying a little bit of a little punishment there. I mean, this to me is nothing. His comments are not. They're not surprising. I mean, Phil has, if anything else, Phil has been a smooth talker, and I mean, he can keep up with the best of them talking trash, and he's just covering up his tracks. That's all he's doing.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just saying, in so many ways, it's Phil's talking that's put himself into this mess. The guy just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. If you look at Bryson and Dustin and kind of what all the rumors are out there, at least if I've heard them, is they were definitely jumping ship, and this thing was all but happening until Phil leaked this, and it all kind of went up in smoke. So if I'm DJ and Bryson, one, I'm thankful that I wasn't talking and committing myself to the SGL, but I'm pissed off at Phil for costing me millions of dollars for blowing this thing up. So,
well, the only one who was gonna, if this thing was gonna fall apart, I mean,
but you know now, Greg Norman's way too stubborn to let this fold. He's going to do something. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But he's going to put a product still going forward, and oh my god,
nobody's going to watch because he's going to get all the 45-year-olds who couldn't beat Tiger Woods.
We're not done with this. But the crazy thing is as much as, and I don't want to get into this, as much as we're up in arms about this thing, in not taking off, not getting legs, and so pessimistic about how stupid it is. I just wonder if it wasn't the Saudis, and granted, this is why we're pissed off about it, but if it wasn't the Saudis backing it, what would we think of this league? We'd probably be like, oh, this is really cool. They're doing something different. They're getting outside the box.
That is an excellent
there might
point.
be something to that. Yeah.
But, I mean, at the same time, that's exactly why we're pissed off at it, is because it is the Saudis.
Nobody can put that money out.
So
no,
I don't know. It's just interesting. And the highlight was Rebecca on Monday, or last week. It had to have been Wednesday. She said, what's this with the Saudi? The Saudi Phil Mickelson, yada yada. And I was like, babe, let me tell you all about it. And I unloaded on her. I was like, oh, by the way, this parlays into Mitch wants to do a couples edition of Find the Fairway podcast. And so Rebecca's in. I officially want to throw that out there. Rebecca is officially in.
So my wife will be the hang up.
Okay. To everyone out there, I'm married to someone named Mitch, so I guess the crowd will have to wait and see what that person looks like.
On that note, hey, I want to move this along because Mike's in his basement for a reason. High quality content coming up here, but first,
absolutely,
the API.
Excuse the mess back here. I don't know how much is framed in, but it's a disaster zone. I'm working on putting this all together down here. Yeah,
you've got a makeshift golf man cave that Tyler and I would be jealous of because we don't have any of that.
Sure,
exactly. So what are you guys thinking this week? Because I have been telling you, and I've been trying to go with my gut a lot lately, and it's been working for the most part.
It's working. It's working.
Matthew Fitzpatrick is just calling my name this week. He is
every week.
No.
So.
No, I told you a couple of weeks ago I was between Genesis and Arnold Palmer. And now
he pulled out of Genesis, didn't he?
He
got
did,
sick or
because
something.
he had a stomach bug. So now I'm worried about him.
Oh,
it's just calling my name, but then I'm thinking about Victor Hovland.
That surprises me. I don't know why. I thought for sure if I was reading between the lines, you were just going to throw out Adam Scott. I don't know why I thought you were going there.
No, but here's
Rory
the thing.
McIlroy.
Well, I like Rory too, but looking at this comparison of Fitzpatrick and Hovland, his stats for this scream, don't pick him. He's played the API 4 times. His best finish is tied for 40th. Okay.
What more do you need?
I just, for some reason, the stats are telling me to go with Fitzpatrick. I don't know. I'm torn.
Well, you'll make the wrong decision. So just go with your gut and then change at the last minute.
I like Rory too. What do you like about Rory? He's going to kill the par fives.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what they need at that course.
I think he's slowly building. And he needs Rory. He's he's in touch with himself, and he has a great connection. His idol is Mr. Palmer himself, so I think he'll play well here.
I feel like Rory's becoming one of those players who, in the majors, it's all going to fall apart. We've seen it the last 5 years. In the majors, it's falling apart, and then he wins these random tournaments like this one. That's just the kind of feel I'm getting from him lately. Mike, you don't agree?
Yeah, I think you're fair that that's where he's been, but I think we're going to see a whole other Rory in the majors this year. I think he's going to tear it up. It's a whole other show, but I expect to see him in top fives, if not winning 2 majors this year. Hot take.
I mean, if you guys are going to pick, you just need to go down and try to find someone you haven't heard of before, and they'll probably win this week.
Shoot, man. So, Mike, who are you going with? Who's catching your eye this weekend?
I'm riding Adam Scott. I don't know why he jumps out at me. Played good at the Genesis despite wearing the same sweater 4 days in a row.
Dude, so hopefully
hopefully the Florida humidity will get that damn sweater off him.
Did you see the social media post about that? Everyone's lining up
all over.
Adam Scott's 4-day outfits: white and brown, white and brown, white and brown, white and brown.
He's going granola. He just all of his colors you can find on the golf course.
I heard it was some bit of foreshadowing towards the Saudi Arabian sand.
So he's gonna win this week, and then he's gonna say, "I'm going to the SGL and gonna make $200 million." Is that what you're saying?
Mic drop. He's gonna drop the mic and take off.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on there, but his game's solid, right? He's always been a great ball striker. I think what's going to differentiate him this week is it seems like his putting's coming around. So I think he's going to have a good putting week for himself, and go out there and win at Bay Hill.
Well,
what do you think about Billy Horschel, boys?
You know what, man? Billy Horschel just seems like a golfer who just you're talking about have no idea what's going to happen. Dude, the dude's a loose cannon when it comes to
everything.
When it comes to everything. I have no idea what he's going to do. I mean, I took a hard look at him this last week and just thought, no way. Like, this dude could shank any given shot, and it's just not worth it.
You know, Billy Horschel is a competitor. I think any week he's in the field, he's going out there and he's gunning to win.
And that's
he's
probably
not showing
why
up to collect a paycheck. He's there to win.
That probably gives him a 5-shot advantage just because he's a competitor. So what does that say about his golf game? Is the problem.
But it also gives him a 5-shot disadvantage when the game's not on because he's not out there, trying to ham and egg it. So if his game's on, he's at the top of the leaderboard. If he's off, he's not even making it to Saturday. I think his game's close.
What do we think about Terrell Hatton? I had a hard time spelling his name right there. I mean, he's got 2 R's in his name and 2 L's and 2 T's.
Hothead. You want to talk about hothead? That guy's not going to win anything big until he can calm. And he admits it. He says it all the time. Like, I lose strokes on the course because of my temper. It's like Rahm 5-6 years ago. I mean, Rahm curtailed it, and so no, I think Hatton's got a ways to go on that.
All right. Well, I haven't.
Who's next on your list? You have Sparty next on your list.
You're making me pause this.
Amateur champ making his PGA Tour debut.
Are you making fun of me? Mike, no. I've saved some top dogs here. Man.
Wait, hold on. I'll make a bet on that. So who's the state guy?
Pyatt, U.S. amateur, getting his debut in, tuning up before the Masters. I'm not saying he's going to do anything. I just want to call out Sparty, and I think that's a great story and a storyline to look out for us Michigan boys.
Where's Ricky at? Maybe we'll put those two against each other. That's mean, but.
Can I go to Ricky with that, please?
Sure, Chris.
No. Okay, no. Ty, you've got Pyatt. You guys haven't done a penalty shot against each other yet, and I'll get in on this too.
Well, that's by design. That's by design. You're the only one that.
So Ty's got Pyatt. I don't even know how to spell his name. How do you spell it?
Ty has Pyatt. He didn't even bring him up, but because of Sparty Association, we just dump it on him.
But
that's fine.
He doesn't have a choice.
Tour debut, amateur. Ty, you get him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amateur tour debut. All right. So, Mike, how many shots do you want to give him with Ricky?
How many shots do I get with Ricky? I don't know if you guys watched him play. Holy smokes.
Oh,
hey,
dude, wheels have come off.
Mike, do you realize what Ricky Roulette has done to you? You are now on Friday afternoons watching ESPN Plus with Ricky Fowler feature groups, and you're watching the entire round because of Ricky Roulette. And on that note, last week you lost. I had Dylan.
It was a big win for you.
I know. I'm up 2-1.
Fratelli had a good
so
tourney
Mike,
somehow.
I'm changing the rules now because I feel bad for you.
Come
What?
on, Ricky.
Going
No,
with
like
the
what?
player below
no.
him in the order.
Chris, it's
123,
early.
Martin Laird.
It's early in
know.
the year.
I know.
I'm just gonna say this: Ricky
What was
is really close.
I agree.
Everything he's doing right
Absolutely.
now, he's hitting the driver further than he's ever before. His putting's coming around. He's just a little directionally challenged, which we all know whenever you're making changes, that's what's going to go. And once he gets that figured out, I think Ricky's still going to get one this year.
Hey, by the way,
hot take, over under Ricky 0.5 wins. I'm taking the over.
I was a little ticked off, Mike, when you told me the way you were. You need a new joke, man.
On what tour?
Hey, I was a little mad.
I can't hear it, so it's fine.
It's fine. Mike, I got a little ticked off when you told me you were gonna get around the penalty for losing when you get to 5. When you said your coworker, I'll just go up to Rebecca. I am changing that now because you said that. Whoever gets to 5 first, the other person has to go up to a stranger in the grocery store and talk to them about why they lost Ricky Roulette.
I'm down. I like
Good.
the grocery
That's
store.
awesome.
Good. So I'm going down 123 to Martin Laird. Ricky's 122. Deal? Is that
Chris,
okay?
what kind of grocery stores you got down there? Like Piggly Wiggly or something?
Man.
What do you got?
You want me to go there? Or you want me to go to Publix? This depends
Oh,
on the
Publix
clientele.
is great. Absolutely.
How about
Mike's
can
gonna
I
hit
do it
up
with my
Kroger.
ship shopper when they do the door drop? Does that work? Open the door and they don't know what they have coming to them?
Yeah, as long as you record it, I don't care who you talk to. Random stranger.
All right.
Hey, okay.
I'll do it through the Ring doorbell.
You got to do it in person, or else you're going to make me keep amending this, and I'm going to get even more angry and make it even.
No,
stupider.
I'll go to the grocery store. I'll hang out by the
this is
strawberries, and I'll wait for someone to come through. No, I'll hang out by the oranges, since that's Ricky's color.
Perfect.
Oh.
And wear your Puma hat. Hey, okay, you got to now tell us.
Amazing.
You got to tell us why you're in your basement right now.
Let's do it.
So, I got my I'm calling it. What did I call it the other day? The office. I had some cool name for it, and I forgot what it was.
Great.
But long story short, you guys think this is the most
Like this is
thing.
just a rehearsal because I didn't do this right. Hold on.
I don't care. No one cares, right? It's all
Well,
audio.
I
content.
do.
People want to hear. By the way, I need
There
to
it
talk
is.
to the
It's coming in.
webmaster of the website to try to get a place to track all this. But I have the goal to break 70 by the time I'm 40. Well, at age 40 would be fine too. So I'm 36 currently.
Boom.
I have a
Look at that.
5-year plan. It's laid out. I'm committed. This is year 1 of the 5-year journey. And Chris and Ty, I can tell from our conversations that you guys are not on board with this possibility, but I'm going to make it happen.
I actually stopped listening. I'm not paying attention anymore.
I'm starting that over.
Oh, this is great.
Hey, Mike, I hope you enjoyed your dry run there. So
What?
you're telling
This
me
is
that,
live.
Mike, you're telling me that you think you're gonna break 70 by the time you're 40, 4 years from now.
Look at that swing.
Hell yeah.
Out of the rough.
Why not?
So what's your handicap right now?
Get in there. Get in there.
I'm officially a 13-9 on GAM, but to give context, I used to play at a 7 prior to wife and kids, and that was never really practicing. So I'm committed. I've taken some lessons.
Yeah.
I got some other lessons lined up. I'm hitting the weights. I got the weight stacks over there, and I'm going for it. Why the heck not?
Let me just clarify to the audience
For
that
sure.
your plan. You said this first year is to not golf.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
golf.
simply working on physique and power.
Physique, power, hitting the ball further, but also just getting back to the basics, right? Like fundamentals.
Sure.
If you start anything
Squats.
new, it's built from the ground up. And that's what
There
I'm
it is.
getting to. And I really can't wait to do this. So you guys
Oh,
can
me
just
neither.
choke on I can't say that on air. Never mind.
Mike, have you thought about wearing squares shoes? Have you thought about picking those up?
No, definitely not. I got the Air Max 90s as we talked about last week. But let's look at this. I've shot under par for 9 holes several times, right? I've shot many 75, 77s, and this is all spraying the ball and not having distance. So if I add some distance and kind of know what my ball path is and can trust it, why the hell not? Like, it only needs to come together one day. You get enough rounds, it's going to happen.
As your friend, I have to say, you can't do this. I say that as your friend.
Oh my God!
No, that's just your opinion, though, and that's only going to fuel the fire, right?
Oh, for sure. I think where you lose me is like, well, actually, you lost me when you started to say like some of your scores, but where you lose me, like if you got to shoot for the stars, maybe you'll land on the moon. I'm all for that. I love setting goals.
Course 4 days a week, Michael.
Hold on, no. If you don't,
I am on the course 4 days a week. That's the greatest thing about the basement right now.
But Mike, no, my issue that I have is when you say you're just gonna stumble into one. You're like, it's bound to happen. I've played golf my whole life. Granted, I might not be as good as you, but I didn't stumble into a 69. Like, well, things are really going well for me. That's like the comparison that I use, which I think is good, is it's like, if you're like 400 pounds and you're trying to lose weight, the first 100 pounds is easier. Like, and then the last like 50, if you kept like going down and you're trying to like get below 200, whatever, it's the same deal. Like, shooting a 69 is not like, I typically shoot in the mid 70s, so it's bound to happen. I love your optimism, but I'm not sure.
Go hit some shots, Mike. Come on, let's see.
Ty, let me ask this.
Let's see this swing.
Ty, if you were committed to getting great at golf over the next 4 years, what do you think your floor is or your ceiling? Like, you're telling me you couldn't do this?
You shouldn't be asking him that. You should be asking him, what is he going to do to break 70? And I'm sorry, your answer is not the right one.
I'm just gonna do it. That's right. That's the way to? That's
Mike,
it. Like, I've made a decision.
And Tyler, you know what I'm gonna say, Mike. You've got to go to the footer you look at.
What do you think I'm doing down here, brother?
I'm sorry.
Drinking an all-day IPA.
Yeah, and putting on your foam artificial turf.
Hey, I will say your putting stats are incredible.
It is February 28th. It was 20 degrees outside today. I'm not going to the local range. Plus, I've got kids. This is the best I can do.
If you're dedicated to breaking 70, you're moving to Florida. That's all I have to say. Hey, seriously,
breaking 70 isn't even that big of an accomplishment.
Hey, will you go hit some shots?
Millions of amateur golfers are doing it every week.
Will you please go hit a shot?
Why not me? No,
why not you?
This is preposterous, the fact that you think that this could never occur.
Here's the problem. I want to see progress, and if you're not going to be on the course for how many months, we have no way of...
Probably 3.
So we have no way of gauging your progress.
Without you hitting a shot.
I'm tracking my progress daily.
I want to see you get out on the course once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I shot a 77 on Sunday, brother. We're here, man. We're living life.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Where?
You didn't send that to me on the Grint.
It was virtual. It was on the golf simulator. But take it for what you want, man.
Hey, green and reg is an automatic 2-putt.
It was virtual.
That's the best I got to work with, and it's all I can do.
Are you gonna go hit a shot or not?
I'll hit a shot. Do you need my sim on, or are you fine just
no, man.
You need results
right there.
No, you're good there. I'm gonna go to the song of the week while he does that.
Mike, what are you picking up? 7-iron?
I'm gonna get my 6-iron. That seems to be what I've been banging with down here.
Yeah, chili dip one here.
Chili dip. I better move this chair, although that would be good for.
Let me zoom Mike out here so he can we can get this full swing here. Here we go.
Am I in the frame?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I'm zooming you out.
Mike, what's the swing thought here before you take a whack?
So you guys have all seen my old swing where I was pretty open with the shoulders and I was very wristy on the takeaway.
Oh, you look like Daniel Berger.
Kind of around.
You do.
And then I had this nice over-the-top athletic flip of the wrist.
If you putt like him, you're not going to break 70.
Athletic. I love it. All right. So what are we doing different now?
Now, got the right hand strengthened a lot, and I'm really working on keeping the club face shut, not breaking the wrist really. So I kind of have a two-piece takeaway, at least mentally right now. Okay. Coming back and then up.
Oh, look at that. Look how high you are.
All right, now we got it.
Your finish is always very low. I've always questioned your finish, but it's wonderful. Here we go, baby.
Fire the hips. Fire the hips.
Oh, that was pure.
You hit it fat. But
that was a little fat. I'm hitting this foam guy. That would have been good, but it's foam, so who really cares?
Good swing.
No,
Mike.
if you guys want to stick around after, man, I'll give you some launch data and see what I'm working with down here. It's good stuff.
What's that 6-iron looking like right now? Distance
beautiful. It's right around 180 carry.
You know what?
It's nice.
One of these nights, Mike's
shouldn't be out of
break
breath
70.
after 2 swings.
One of these nights, the song of the week, Mike's gonna break 70. But the problem is, Mike, it doesn't count on the virtual golf course.
No, I'll do it in real life. No worries.
That's
brother.
all I'm gonna say. Good night, kids.